G'day and welcome to the first episode on what we've learned. Believe me, it ain't all sunshine and unicorn farts. There's a heap of really good stuff coming up, so stay tuned and watch the lot.
Oh, where'd you just come from?
Just round the back, I've just done solid goes and that's sun in the dark.
You got me in my dressing gown.
Oh, that's life. That's camp life.
But nothing beats a hot shower after a long travel day. It's a bit windy. And there go the dogs. But I tell you what, some good tips and tricks coming up, so stay tuned. Back on the road again. How'd you go to the shops?
Got most of what we needed, but I'll tell you what, it's not an easy job trying to find stuff. Because a lot of these places out here in the middle of nowhere only get a delivery once a week. And if you're there on the wrong day, there's nothing left.
No, but we crashed into someone at Coffin Bay, I think called Port Lincoln. They did a click and collect, and a big town, that was handy. That was a really good trick that we hadn't thought of.
Yeah, and that would make life a lot easier. Well, it did make life a lot easier.
Yeah, just dial it up on the road, go and pick it up. But we did find big towns were a bit better. But even Elliston, it didn't have a lot. And we carry 2 fridges. We carry an 80 litre inside and a 75 litre outside. Yeah. And we had a bit of trouble, but like at coffee, we like Nescafe, boring, I know, but it's what we like. And trying to get certain things. But the interesting one was my feta.
Yeah.
We found that.
Surprisingly, we found that because that's not usually something that you can find actually.
No, but when you're a little bit more remote, some of these smaller towns, oh my gosh, we learnt. But click and collect was probably the best trick we'd heard.
Yeah.
Best one.
And make sure that the town you're going to is actually a town, because Sharinga, we thought we'd be able to do a bit of shopping. We found out Sharinga was a bar with a couple of packs of chips and lollies out the front.
We were told it was a general store, so we dropped in and yeah, scrapped that one off. But you live and learn. That's half the adventure, isn't it?
Yeah, half the adventure. Just make sure you get it right, because you don't want to go hungry. But I don't want to go hungry. And always make sure you can find good coffee.
Good coffee. And you know what would be better too? Frozen meat, because our little inside fridge, it doesn't freeze. But if it's pre-frozen, it's fine.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know if I have the same fridge again, but...
No, but even vacuum packed, at least that's going to last a while in the fridge.
And not leak.
And not leak, yeah.
So I think the biggest tip and trick we got in the shopping was grab it when you can and click and collect. That's clever.
Yeah.
That was a good trick from... that was a good tip from Kings Off Grid. We'll give them a shout out for that one. Yeah, we hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, exactly. So now we're going to head back, and then we're going to sort of settle down and head somewhere and
unpack the shopping.
Unpack the shopping and have some dinner with fresh meat.
Fresh meat, yay!
Not roadkill, fresh meat.
And we make no bones, we're not veggies.
No.
We like our protein. All right, guys. I'll catch you when we dial back in.
See you later.
That's another long travel day done and dusted, eh?
Yeah, and believe me, it ain't all sunshine and unicorn farts.
That's really as good as your shiny side up. Don't let anyone tell you that travel days are easy. But we kind of developed that rule of 3 that we were learning about. Do you remember?
3 and 3 and something. 300 k's.
Or 3 hours.
Or 3 hours. Depends on how fast you drive. 3 something else and 3 something else.
3 hours or 300 k's.
Yeah.
3 nights stay if you can.
That's right, and get there by 3 o'clock.
Good one, good one.
Gives you plenty of time to set up.
Travel days are actually busy by the time you're packed up, and then we have to stop for
water, emptying the cassette, diesel, AdBlue, food.
Oh, exactly. Or you get into Elliston, I think it was.
Yeah, Elliston. You go to get the water, and there's a padlock on the tap, and the people that have got the key to the lock, they nicked off 10 minutes beforehand.
We didn't know that, but shout out to the caravan park at Elliston for what did we pay? $10?
Yep, $10, as much water as you want for your tanks, and use their dump point.
Oh, it was great. I mean, it just feels like on the trip through South Australia we were chasing water and dump points. Yeah, but it's amazing who you meet at a dump point.
Oh, yeah.
Kings Off Grid. We didn't say it was at the dump point, but you never know. You can see the dump point. But one of the dump points in Port Lincoln, was it? Port Lincoln. That was closed. So then you're chasing the other dump point.
No, the Elliston one was closed. It had been closed for 6 months. And it was still on Google or Wikicamp or one of those things to say, it's open. No, it's not.
Yeah, but do check if you're finding your dump points from Wikinet, just have a quick look through the reviews, because we found one in Port Lincoln that was closed and we had to track down another one.
Yeah.
And we had trouble getting AdBlue, which is a little bit harder than we thought.
Yeah, buying it in bottles is all well and good, but it costs you a fortune. If you can find servos with it on a pump, it's a lot cheaper and a lot easier to do your diesel and your AdBlue in one fell swoop.
So travel days are a little bit more than people will actually tell you. We're going to give it to you straight.
You got your pack up, then you got your unpack and set up again, even though it's not 100%, like not a full set up, but you still got to stop and set up.
Oh, exactly. And you always say to me now, don't go past a dump point. I'd rather waste a toilet cassette sachet and find a good dump point and get rid of it as much as we can.
Find one that's open and operating.
Find one that's open. Showgrounds often have good ones, we found too. But you say don't go past fuel, dump points and water points. But it wasn't as easy as we were thinking it might be across South Australia.
No, not at all. Being so remote, things are few and far between. And probably because they're not used as much as they are in the bigger major towns, half of them don't work. And the other one there is the water. Make sure that it's actually drinkable, potable drinking water.
Oh yeah, we've heard stories of people filling up water or drinking from the hoses at dump points. I mean, just gross.
Yeah, there's a big sign though that says not for drinking. That's there for a reason.
And we have a bit of a rule: if it doesn't state it's potable water,
move on.
It is. All right. I think we're going to head off to bed.
Yeah, definitely.